Okay.
Yeah, you go first.
So, who's going first?
Me and Marie.
Okay, where's Marie? Okay, you're there. Right.
Alright. So.
Michael, might help to turn around for please.
We can speak to the side of your head.
Alright, so your name is Kivana Khan.
Very close, Kevin Khan.
Kivana Khan.
And what's...
And you're a creator of Pitts Hanger Arts Gallery.
No, I'm not. I do curate one of the spaces, but I curate the small space that you went into with the cartoons. So that's called the Studio Gallery. But my job is I'm an education and learning programmer. So I curate the programs for everyone who comes along to go to the gallery and all of the educational work that goes with it. So that's adults and young people and school kids and the whole, everyone.
Alright,
Michael, you might want to find out who the other person is and what they do.
sorry, what's your name?
My name is Nadia Burns and I'm the events and exhibition coordinator. So I work with Kevin and the exhibition programmer to create shows, work on shows, work with artists and things like that.
Alright, what is an art career?
An art career?
Art curator.
Oh, art curator, okay. So the curators are the people who, so that's both Carol and I. So Carol does the large space, which is the main Pitsanger Manor Gallery, and also she works with the historic house as well. And my job is the Studio Gallery. I do the curating for that. But really what you're doing as a curator is picking out or creating an art programme. So it's choosing what artists will show with you and making sure that you're attracting the right artists, and then working with the artist to create the show. So it's a big job really, especially for Carol. There's a large team supporting her. My gallery's a bit more small, so it's a bit more manageable. But you have to put on the publicity, you have to make choices about what pieces are going into the exhibition, you have to put choose how it's going to be displayed. There's a lot of different areas you get involved in.
Alright, what qualifications do you need to be an art career?
Well, I think you can come from a lot of different places, but both Carol and I have come from an arts background, so we've both done our degrees in fine art. So I did a foundation course after I'd been to school and got my A-levels. I did a foundation course and I got a foundation diploma for that, and then I did a BA honours in fine art and degrees, so that was a 3-year course at Wimbledon School of Art. Okay.
Was it easy?
What's that say?
Can you write it down?
Yeah, you need a secretary. That's okay.
Oh, what qualifications do you need? Just like...
Say it again. Okay, so I've got my A-levels, so A-levels, and then foundation diploma.
Foundation.
And a BA in BA honours in fine art. So it's Bachelor of Arts.
Look at the pigeons. I'm so scared of them. Coming towards you.
You can. Right, go on.
Alright, what is your best highlight of being in this job?
Well, I did a really... So I've only just started here at the gallery, so it's a bit early for highlights so far. But I've been here since March, and I've been doing lots of different things. But my previous job was at the National Portrait Gallery, and I worked last year. I had a really great show with an artist. I curated a show, and he was collaborating with young people. His name's Faisal Abdouallah, and he's a photographer, and he worked on a show, a big collaborative show with young people, and it's called Chasing Mirrors, and it went really well. So that's probably the highlight, I'd say.
And what about Nadia?
Write down something about photographer.
Chasing Mirrors is the name of the exhibition, and Faisal Abduallah. It might be a bit hard for you to spell, but you definitely Google him.
And
Let her write. Can you write?
Michael, chill out. It's right. What gets written gets written. I'm recording everything, so it's fine.
It's all there.
Yeah, it's fine. Right? Do you want to ask Nadia about what's her highlights of her job?
What is? Oh, sorry, no, out to that. What is your highlight?
Well, I'm actually quite new here myself as well, but probably highlight for me would be so far is like working with different artists. We've got a really ambitious exhibition going to be taking place quite soon, so you'll have to come back and see that if you can. And it's working with quite a lot of different artists doing different projects and trying to get them all to fit together and arrive and get all the invites out and everything. So I'm enjoying working on that project just now.
What's the most famous person you have had in this art gallery?
In this art gallery? Well, it's difficult for us to say because we've not been here for very long. But we've had a lot of artists here. In fact, the artist that I was just talking about, Faisal Abduallah, he's also been here and had an exhibition. There's been some quite big names. The mayor came last week for one of my exhibitions as well. She came to open the exhibition. But there's lots of people here. Who have they had this? They've had lots of ambassadors here.
So you do journalism?
What's that saying?
The one who's travelling around.
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name is Depardon. Raymond Depardon.
Only like the most famous because
Well, he would have been, but his wife was very ill, so he didn't come to the exhibition. He had to stay in France and stay with her because she's from Paris. So, but he was supposed to come, and so that would have been one of the famous people. There's been a lot of big names here actually, so they've had an awful lot of famous people, and the same with the portrait gallery as well. Lots and lots of big names, massive artists over there.
My last work we had lots of famous people. We had Joan Collins and Joan Collins, yeah.
Joan Collins.
We had Cilla Black. Do you know Cilla Black?
Sing
I think you guys are all of it.
Cilla Black.
Yeah.
Cilla Black.
Eric
Black.
Clapton.
Mine's Captain.
Eric
Captain.
Yeah.
Clapton. Not Captain.
Eric Clapton.
They're all a bit before you, I think.
But Danny Minogue.
Danny Minogue. Oh, so that's the most famous.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
And we had a lot of famous artists that you probably won't know. They're kind of quite a niche market, I guess. But actors as well who came over because it's a portrait gallery, and also we had a lot of sports stars because they all have their photo taken or their painting made. So. We had David Beckham, yeah, and we had
David Beckham, I had that. He came here.
No, he came to my previous job, which is the National Portrait Gallery. But lots of people,
David Beckham.
artists.
It's okay, you can write them. It's okay.
You know what? We should ask when we get back. We'll ask the other staff because they know because they've been here for longer.
What events do you do throughout the year?
Here, we do loads of events throughout the year. So we have exhibitions that go on all throughout the year. We have parties and opening parties for those exhibitions. We have film. Sometimes we have like film seasons. People come and see films here. We have art workshops for young people. We have special performances and things like that as well. Weddings and things that people come and get married in the large eating space over there.
BBC film here as well for some of them.
Because you know the historic house that you can see behind you, that part of the... We also have art in there as well. That part is often used for filming things, TV and so actually if you think about all those people, there's a lot of actors as well who've come down to do filming.
What advice would you give to someone wanting to be an art career?
Well, I would say keep studying art because that's the starting point. So if you go down the art route and go into that area, So do your A-level art for sure, and then go down. Even if you don't do A-level art, if you do it, you can also do. You can get to foundation in different directions. So you don't have to do A-levels to get to foundation. You can go in different ways. So, but just keep drawing, keep making things, keep doing all your photos and stuff. If you just keep your sketchbook going, that's the best thing. And then if you're doing that by yourself and making all that artwork, then you'll really impress someone when you come to go to foundation or when you want to go into college. There's lots of different ways in, I think. Lots of different people that I know who've gone in different directions and have still ended up in the same sort of place. So there's lots of ways of getting there, but that's the main thing, is just keep looking at it all. Look at other people's art and make your own.
Right. Is being an art creator hard? What?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it is. There's lots and lots of things to study.
Yeah, it's hard work.
Lots of stuff too, and lots of, it's like spinning plates. That's what I always think it's like. There are lots of things to keep going at the same time, so you have to keep going, spinning a lot of plates all at once. Lots of organising,
What made you want to be an art creator?
Well, I always wanted to be something to do with art, so I'm an artist as well. So I keep my art practice going and being an artist at the same time as doing all the work for the gallery. And so when I left college, I always did something involving art. So it was either I did set design for a long time, and I did different types of design. I did interior design. I designed a couple of restaurants and relaxation centre and things like that. But all of these things were to do with art, so it was all connected with art.
So what were the negative aspects of being an art creator?
It's hard work. Don't get paid very well. Don't always get paid very well. So those are the things you have to bear in mind. You do it for love rather than loads of money. You get all right money, but you don't get loads.
Financially, is it good being an art creator?
I just answered
I think you
that.
just answered that.
It's okay. It's all right, but it's not. You're not going to get really rich out of it unless you get to the sort of top level.
But it's enjoyable.
But you do it for the pleasure of it, and feeling a sense of achievement.
What are the specific skills you need to be an art creator?
You need to be well organised, and you need to be creative, thinking, and you need to have a good eye for detail.
And personable. You have to work with a lot of different people.
Yeah.
And sometimes people can be difficult.
I socialise.
Well, you just have to deal well with people. You have to be able to get along with people well.
Okay. Right, girls.
Oh wow.
Roger.